Welcome, I'll be reacting to Blake's 7, Season 3, Episode 8. This is a commentary, it is not a market substitute. Please support the original, currently on BritBox. And no spoilers in the comments. Avon, what happened? Is this a flashback or currently happening?
Your name wouldn't be Shrinker by any chance, would it?
You've heard of me?
I knew if I held out, you would show up eventually.
So this is his plan. Okay.
Is there anyone who thinks that you're worth dying for?
Not anymore.
And we're here.
Still.
Aha!
Stand very, very still.
How did you get in here? I thought you'd never show up. Then I thought you'd never show up.
Well, now everyone's showing up. Get a move on.
Ooh, Callie. Looking fetched too.
You look terrible.
So I've been told.
I thought you might need this.
Oh, Villa. So sweet.
Are you sure you want to go on with it?
Yes, I'm sure I want to go on with it. Look, Callie, I know you don't want any part of this. All right, I'm not going to give you any part of it. You're out. This is mine. I'm doing it.
And what am I doing, Avon? Just following orders, like him.
Oh, Callie has a point. This is an interesting ethical dilemma here. He tortured and murdered Avon's, I assume, girlfriend. They've never specifically said, it's just implied. He has a right to justice, but also Callie is coming from a place of compassion and mercy and feels that it's wrong to execute him like this without any kind of structure. Just like, I assume they're going to throw him in the teleport and yeet him into space or something. And her point of, hey, his excuse was, I'm just following orders when murdering people. How is this a different situation to that? You're asking me to follow orders and do the same thing, or at least stand by and allow others to do it. Are we just becoming him? Who's right? Or are they both right? I do not like Tarrant. Sorry. The actor's doing a great job of making everyone hate him. However, in this situation, I think he should decide, because out of everyone, he's decently level-headed. I love Dana, but she's probably going to be like, destroy this guy. Tarrant will think through both options. He'll be reasonable about it. And he also isn't emotionally involved. He's not as much a member of the crew, I feel like, even though they allow him to be in charge for tactical reasons sometimes. Tarrant would be a good arbiter for this.
Could you put a face to the name? One screaming face among so many screaming faces.
Did they beg, Shrinker? Did they plead?
Stop it, all of you. Leave him alone.
He's an animal, Callie.
Yes, and it's contagious, isn't it?
Oh,
Why is the Earth still controlled by creatures like him?
that's true. That looks so familiar. It's kind of like Longbourn, but Longbourn has the little pillars in front. But I've seen it somewhere else. Where? It's gonna bother me. Sorry. I haven't seen this estate. Miss Marble. I can't help it. I have to look it up. I'm sorry. Cornbury Park, Oxfordshire Estate. Father Brown. Yeah, I knew I'd seen it somewhere. It's a nice place. And it does look like Longbourn. I wonder if it was built in the same time period. I forget which house stood in for that.
Anyway, I want to wear it today. What could you have done to it? Mama!
And even Mr. Darcy, you know, may improve on closer acquaintance. Do you mean he'll be in humour to give consequence to young ladies who are slighted by other men? Never.
Luckington Court. Wait a minute. Are they both in the Cotswolds? I apologize for this rabbit trail to anyone who's actually here for Blake's 7 and not here for British architecture. Luckington Court was built in 1700. So they were nearby each other, built or remodeled around the same time. That's why they look kind of like cousin buildings. Similar kind of windows and the way the greenery is kind of going up. All right, I better go back. I was a little too excited about where they were and was not paying attention to who they were.
Earth and the inner planets are once again united. Gentlemen, I give you a toast. Our inspiration,
practicing his speech.
our unity, our leader,
Servalan.
President Servalan. What do you think?
I think she'll leave you alive.
She is, after all, a tasteless megalomaniac.
I think it's rather fine.
You would, Chesco.
A presidential palace.
A grotesque anachronism like its owner.
I love it.
We could have built 2 cities for what it cost to reconstruct that absurdity.
You keep talking like that, you'll get us both killed.
The rabble aren't quite as crushed as your speech suggests.
Oh, wow.
Is this some kind of a joke? You're my wife.
That's all
The
over.
plot thickens. Oh my
Out of
goodness.
sight.
And take his very, very dapper uniform.
Remember, the High Council is no such thing as standard procedure.
The book says...
Don't mind what the book says, Section Leader.
All right,
You have to worry
Echo.
about what I say, right? If a High Councilor wishes to swing stark naked through the trees and spit on the surveillance scanners, then swinging stark naked through the trees, spitting on the surveillance scanners becomes standard procedure, at least for him. Or his wife.
Some days are better than others, sir. They say that where I come from, sir.
Loudly, I imagine, on the day you left.
Ah. I love hearing these random conversations between Federation officers.
Listen, you got him on his feet. Are you sure you can stay on yours?
I'm touched by your concern.
Someone should go with them. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Terrence should go with them. She's still alive.
Especially not to you.
Well, we got confirmation.
I never saw her before in my life.
He and Anna were together.
I'm telling you the truth. I don't know who she is.
Anna Grant. Her name was Anna Grant.
She just left him.
Trust is only dangerous when you have to rely on it.
If she was still alive, wouldn't she have at least told her brother, who we saw earlier? That is cold.
Do you trust anyone?
I trust you.
Do you trust me?
As Bartholomew lost sight of you, all your contacts were pulled in.
Oh.
So?
I never saw any of them. It was Bartholomew. He was in control. I didn't kill her. Bartholomew did.
And here she is. Her job is to just kind of lure in potential rebel leaders, lead them on long enough that they'll start telling her things and she can find out all their contacts, and then they stage her getting captured and killed, and then she moves on to the next one. That could be her job. Doesn't explain the senator though, but maybe they needed to really show her loyalty even though she's not really loyal. This is such a good location.
At the double and alert.
Naturally, sir.
Naturally, sir. Only wish it was. You don't seal the perimeter on the day the president's giving the first official reception in her new residence. Not unless you'd like to explain to her that the guests
Poor
couldn't get
Servalan.
through because we had a faulty
This is her
microcircuit.
reception day. Oh, this is gorgeous. The house is nice too.
Yes, ma'am. Everyone's fully briefed.
Any problems?
No,
Yes.
ma'am.
Everything's normal. No problems, ma'am.
Good. Keep it that way, Major.
We are in so much trouble. This feels a lot more like season 1. I'm glad we're getting back to this storyline.
Bartholomew was just a code name.
Yes?
I'm not sure who it was.
So you said.
No one knew who he was. That's why no one was safe from him. He was free to hand anyone in or out of the service. He's one of Servalan's closest advisors. She'd know the answer. I mean, why didn't you ask her?
I might just do that.
What's that for?
That's your way out. It's a better deal than you gave any of your victims.
Oh.
Bring me up.
Harsh.
Aurak.
What is it now?
Gracious as ever. Aurak, I want you to interrogate the Federation security computers and get me Serverland's present location.
Some days are better than others.
Mm-hmm. These two poor security people. I really feel sorry for them. I'm surprised they got permission to film all this there. Don't hurt these two! No! No! Oh. I like them.
Some days are
Better than others.
Section leader.
Time to run out through the window. Or stand there looking dignified. That is more in character, I suppose. Problem is, Avon is going to walk in there blasting and he won't know it's actually all rebels just dressed up.
So let's cut her throat and be done with it.
She is more used to us alive.
The men don't think so.
The men don't think at all.
Maybe not, but they do fight and they do die.
Get the men together, we'll talk to them.
Where?
In the banqueting hall.
If she was having a reception, you might as well eat the food too.
Major Gwenley on emergency band 7.
Come on, Avon, figure it out. You're clever.
Good, let's get on with it then.
I'll operate the teleport.
Everyone's coming.
Avon!
Now their first hint something's wrong.
I only drink to be sociable.
Aurak is not dignifying that with a response.
Good man. Take his other arm. Section leader.
Yes.
Section later. Did they put her in the wine cellar? If so, that's not a bad place to be. Oh, unless you can't get to the wine. That is tragic.
You suppose this part's original? Genuinely pre-atomic?
Possibly. Does it matter?
Pre-atomic. Interesting. She might tell him to get free.
I might have known you were behind all this.
You flatter me. Tell me what I want to know, and I'll get you out of here.
The point is that a few dozen guerrillas walked in, killed her guards, beat her up, and then chained her up. You want to set her free? Convince her that it didn't happen.
Looks like they just ran out of time.
Tell me who.
Tell me why.
He killed someone. A girl. Anna Grant.
Anna?
Hello,
oh dear.
Anna.
Avon.
Oh, please.
I was afraid they'd kill you.
She's good. Don't fall for it.
Is there someone else, Avon?
No.
Just
no,
drop
there's
it.
no one else.
What then? What's wrong?
Not your brother. He thinks you're dead. Who hid you, Anna?
My husband.
Not even Chesco knew who Bartholomew was. But you do, don't you, Avon?
Avon! I knew when you found out. You'd kill me.
Unless you kill me first.
I was only ever Anna Grant with you.
All the things I have known myself to be. I never recognized the fool.
He's never gonna trust anyone again.
Are you ready to come up? Is that what you said?
No!
Villa, can you hear me?
Teleporting now.
Except, did he get his bracelet back on? He didn't.
Why didn't you check the input coordinates as we came up?
I forgot. Great.
He forgot.
I don't think she'll kill him. He kind of did just free her.
I'm going to send your friends a call.
I don't know.
The rumors of my death
have been greatly exaggerated.
Slightly exaggerated, anyway.
This was an absolutely fantastic location to shoot in. And what a storyline. I'm so glad we got to revisit the whole Anna, who was she really, with flashbacks and, of course, Avon trying to track down who murdered her, only to discover, oh yeah, no, she was just an agent who was playing him the whole time. I know at the end she was like, no, I love you, don't kill me, but come on. I am a little bit worried about him though, because in the past, he had trouble trusting people because he had been betrayed a lot, but he at least had a great love where he felt a mutual connection, at least he thought he did, and lost her for unrelated reasons. He never believed she stopped loving him. And now he's probably thinking, oh, she didn't care about me at all. Now, I think she probably did feel at least a little bit of affection for him, but it was just her job. He's going to really have trouble ever loving someone again or feeling like someone could love him. And I know that feeling. I'm not sure how old Avon's character is, but I think he's about my age. And at a certain point, when you get to this age and you've never experienced someone loving you in a mutual way, I don't want to say it's too late, but at a certain point you just like, I guess it's not going to happen. And I wouldn't trust it even if it did start to happen. So I don't see Avon ever kind of having a true relationship, ever, at this point. He might have a little fling here and there, but I don't see him trusting and really falling in love ever again because of this. And for anyone out there who wants to start a relationship with someone who does have severe trust issues, don't start it unless you're really serious. Like, don't do that to people who already have trouble. Villa is a sweetheart. He loves easily. He wears his heart on his sleeve. Go bother him, you know, because he can handle the heartbreak. But for people like Avon and I, it's so difficult to trust someone romantically that it's just crushing. I mean, there was a lot going on with the rebellion and all the fight sequences and everything, but really the moment that struck me the most was the final scene where Terrence is just like joking around of, yeah, rumors of your death have been exaggerated. Haha, you're still here. You're still alive. And you see the look on Avon's face and he's just like, am I?